All right, what's going on, family? I pray y'all are doing well. Welcome back to another Real Talk with your boy JT. We off top. Give the most high all the honor, the glory, and death for y'all praise and worship. Thank you. I will say to Yahushua, the one who bled and died. My title says Digital ID equals Social Credit System. I know y'all been kind of waiting on me to do a video about this, especially from all the things that we talk about on here, whether we talk about the book of Daniel or the book of Revelation, the things that have already happened, things that's happening and what's to come. How we always trying to wake up people on here. Um, when I look at all this talk about the digital ID, because the biggest questions I get in my email is, do I believe this digital ID, is it the mark of the beast? No, I don't believe it's the mark of the beast. But at the same time, I believe it's conditioning the mindset. It's a setup for the mark. Whether you believe the mark is spiritual or literally or both, you got an ongoing argument about that. But y'all already know my answer on that. Everything happens in the spiritual realm first. And since Satan can't create, he has to imitate. So it happens in the spiritual realm, and then we see it literally. And when I think about the mark of the beast, I look at it spiritually, my forehead, what's in there is my mind, my brain, how I think. My hands is how I receive, So I look at it spiritually and physically and literally, if you want to say it like that. But not to jump off into that, I don't believe it's the mark, but I do believe it's a condition, like the zhuzh. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. I believe all this stuff is conditioning, it's setting it up in that sense. Now, I don't know if you keep up with China. Me and D-Way, we say this a lot on here. That's why I want to use this title as the Most High gave it to me. Social credit system. And you think about the government, as we've been talking about for a long time on it. Matter of fact, I wanted to put this picture up here where I'm talking in this video. Look at this right here. This is just all your information. This is just some of it. You remember a long time ago I said the more the government gives you, the more the government will control. And then they just had this so-called government shutdown once again. Once again, you see the distractions being put in place so they can call themselves what they call working behind the scene, but really it's no hiding. If you can look at the distractions and know what the distractions are and why they are happening and why they are here the way they are, then you can see what's going on behind the scene. I'm talking about to those who see spiritually. Now, the danger of this, it's already dangerous now. You got a social security card. You got a birth certificate. You already been tracked. We've been tracked. I've been saying this a long time. We've been tracked for a long time. But I remember when MySpace came out. Now you got all these websites, social media. Y'all remember MySpace when it came out. You got Facebook, you got Instagram, you got Twitter. You got all this thing. Why? Data. Why do you think when you go on Google already knows what you're going to type in before you type it? Data. And then what do you keep seeing? Data breaches, right? Every time we show our ID, it gets tracked. Why do you think they don't want cash no more? Or why, better yet, cash money is not allowed in quite a few places? We already know that now. So they pushing this digital ID. You already knew this was coming. I told y'all that when they started coming out with their digital wallet, or when Bitcoin came out. Now you rarely even hear anybody talk about Bitcoins because now it's all about digital ID. It's all about that. Now, I know for a fact, I got a partner I talked to in the UK. They hate it. He hated it. He said, you won't believe what they're doing to us over in the UK. And then he sent me this video with this guy, and this guy's explaining in the video, if you don't have the digital ID over there in the UK, you can't get a job. You can't get a job without the digital ID. In other words, what does that sound like? The book of Revelation, the mark of the beast. If you don't have the mark, you can't buy or sell. Right now in the UK, to those that's in the UK, y'all know what I'm talking about. Shout out to you, and I'm praying for you. You don't have that ID. Some of y'all can't even get on airplanes. You can't do a whole lot of things unless you have the digital ID. Now, what's going to happen when it comes all the way over here to America, where we're all at now? What's going to happen then? See, it's all about this control. It's all about the economic system, the beast, and the beast getting their power from the devil. It's all about worship, control. Remember that the Bible is clear on the devil wants us to worship him. So when you keep hearing me for years and years and years talk about the false peace, you got to understand things got to take a turn for the worse and get worse and get worse. And then it's going to look like it's all straightened out with that false peace. But notice the Bible calls it false peace. The other day I talked about fake miracles. I talked about false miracles from the Antichrist coming down from heaven in the sight of man. Fire coming down from heaven. Who can make war with the beast? Who can go against this beast? Who can defeat this beast? The Most High. But most people are already fooled because you got people that's so in love with technology, they don't care nothing about the Bible and the Bible, what the Bible warns. So you look at all this one control of everything to take all your data. That's why I always be on the young generation about posting all your business. Then everybody know where you go every 5 or 10 minutes. You got the GPS system going. You got people putting all their business on Facebook, being tracked. You got naked pictures being sent, half naked pictures being sent. You got third parties involved. A lot of people don't understand is they think once they hit the delete button that it's gone. It's not gone. Your information is never gone. Now, I'm looking at my email because I want to make sure I answer all these questions. But yeah, every time we show our ID, something happens. The government wants all our information. Now, let me ask y'all a question because I'm reading this email. How does this apply when you talk about constitutional rights? I'm going to ask y'all a question. If you have constitutional rights, shouldn't this digital ID be against that? That's my question to you. That's my question to you. Now, it's the reason why I tell y'all I don't like iPhones. I'm not knocking nobody who got one. I'm just speaking about me from what I study on and all this, what's her name? Is it Siri, Alexa, and all this stuff that you speak to, and it's gathering all your information in your house. See, when I say iPhone, I'm not talking about the letter I. I'm talking about EYE. So they try to trick us with the letter I, but it's really EYE. These iPhones are so powerful, y'all. It's so much data, things being collected. In Android, I mean, you being tracked either way to go. But when you start looking at why is it these iPhones cost so much money, or why they keep coming out with so many different ones, and it just catch people's attention. I want that one. Everybody I know that got an iPhone, what they saying now, I can't wait to get the next iPhone, EYE. I'm talking about what they ain't gonna talk about. And this thing now about, guess this, cloud storage. I wonder why it's called cloud storage. See, these are things I think about. Why are we getting more and more storage so you can save more and more information? Man, get this phone right here. Man, you can store so much on this. And every time you store it, is it really just going to you? iPhone. And you got cloud storage. I believe cloud storage is in Androids too, correct me if I'm wrong. But I try my best to stay updated with a lot of this stuff because I want to be on guard on what's going on and warn people, and I'm watching out for my children. That's why I don't like my children. Hey, man, get them their cell phone. Let them play with their phone. Get them their technology. You got to be careful with this technology. These are what they call iPads. And it's so much sexual perversion. I mean, you name it. The children can get their hands on stuff now, and you think you sending them to their room and y'all getting on my nerve, go play with your tablet. You better be careful what's on them tablets. See, we have to monitor this stuff. Now, keep in mind, teach Holy Spirit. While we are monitoring them, they are monitoring us. It's the whole point. Social credit system. Notice it's called a system. All the businesses. Now we know exactly what you're doing. We can keep track of everything that you're doing. Oh, we got y'all targeted. I know who's working. I know who's illegal. I know who's not. We taking away cash. You can't pay for cash. You can't even go to some restaurants and this pay cash for this no more. It's over and done with in a lot of places. You go in the store now, oh my goodness. They taking away the cash checkout machines. It's a reason, it's a setup. It's a system. It's a system. They monitoring us. But then I used to work with a guy. He told me he saw what was coming in China a long time ago. He's from China. He couldn't stand China no more. He said, I had to leave China because he saw something long time ago about what we seeing now. This was probably 20-some years ago. Because everybody know how heavy China is on technology. But if you ever notice, a lot of people have left China and coming over here. And those that speak on it, they try their best to silence them. See, you think about, for those who study, back in 78, 1979, here we go. 1979, China, if you have never heard this, because all this ties in with this, China had what you call a one-child policy. Why? Once again, y'all know the video I did about population control? Oh, yeah. They want to control the population. I can say a whole lot about China right now. But back in 1979, this was introduced. Now, you think about controlling the population. Now, think about why there were so many abortions. Or why did they come out really with birth control? To control population control. And then you add that in with what they're doing to the weather. So every time I see this digital technology, I see how more and more people say it's so convenient. It's so easy to do this now. I mean, I ain't even got to go to the store no more. I can order my groceries online. Or if I drive up to the parking lot, they can bring my stuff to me. People want what's convenient. And a lot of people will do anything they got to do to keep the convenience going. Don't nobody, y'all remember when the RFID chip was talked about? See, that's all about this digital ID. Because it was just lunch. And then that's why I say you add this in with Apple. That's why a lot of people are angry at Apple. Why Apple keep doing this? Why Apple keep doing that? Should I get the next iPhone? Should I do this? Should I do that? See, now a lot of people are questioning things because they starting to see, man, there's some danger in this. But I do believe this digital ID, once again, it's a condition. It's conditioning in the world for the mark of the beast. Now, most people are going to continue to try to argue about what they believe exactly the mark of the beast is. Does it have a lot to do with technology? Yes. Yes. I'm going to add this in there. This is why they keep wanting to tamper and is doing it with your DNA. So many things that's put right in front of us, we don't even catch it because we're not studying. We don't see it spiritually. Most people see it happening in the physical, but they can't understand why it's happening physically because they don't see it spiritually. These are the things John was warning us about. These are the things Daniel was seeing future technology. John was seeing technology. That's why it was a time when the Most High told Daniel, seal up the book, and I'll close with this, because it wasn't time to reveal everything. So he told Daniel to send it up. Go back to King Nebuchadnezzar, look at all what was going on back then, and then look at John in Revelation. It's time to reveal now. And the Most High is revealing these very well things in front of us. Family, that's my time. I love you. Thank you for tuning in. And I pray y'all continue to have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. Please do not let nobody deceive you. Stay on guard, study, pray. Keep on the whole arm of the Most High. Keep it on. And I'm praying for you just as well as you keep praying for me. That's my time, y'all. I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. And I love you, and you continue to have a wonderful, 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 blessed day. Shalom.
Welcome to the place where truth is found, where faith and wisdom abound. Guided by the word, we walk the way, discovering purpose every day.
Welcome to Live in 2025 with your host, Jerome Thompson.